One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing.
I just want to say this to the world. It's amazing how a fighter can come from, I think, 108 all the way to 154 and knock out all these guys. To me, it's amazing. I guess he's just blood.
Some say Manny Pacquiao is too old for the ring. Try telling that to his abs, which show up more consistently than most gym members. Welcome back, fight fans. You're tuned into the Boxing Corner, where the gloves come off and the opinions hit hard. Today, the pros are weighing in on Pacquiao versus Barrios. Some believe the legend still packs the power of a freight train, while others say he's fueled more by legacy than fire. Let's break down the hot takes lighting up the boxing world.
One of the best fighters I've faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's a future Hall of Famer.
What the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep turning him, keep turning him.
Conor Benn sidestepped the Pacquiao versus Barrios question like it was a speeding ticket. Slick, subtle, and just a little too smooth. In this interview, Conor, along with the reporter and his hype man buddy, gave their take, sort of, on the upcoming showdown between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios.
Ultimately, you got Barrios versus Pacquiao. I think Barrios is going to be in for a hard fight, to be honest. I think Pacquiao can win.
When asked to choose between Manny and Barrios, Conor gave the classic sidestep. I'll just have to see if I can get a W. That is, until the reporter reminded him he'd already picked Pacquiao. Busted.
Manny Pacquiao or Mario Barrios?
Obviously, I'd love to see Pacquiao get a W.
I hope so.
I hope so.
You said Pacquiao too?
I mean, I want Pacquiao to win. I don't think he is. I think he can, though.
No, he can't. He's looking amazing.
That's when Conor's friend jumped in with full-blown confidence. He's looking amazing. I'm with him every day. He looks better now than before. Either Pacquiao is aging in reverse, or this guy's been drinking miracle juice. He dismissed any concerns about Manny's condition and got a little emotional. That was my guy growing up. I love Pacquiao. That was my man. He's the best.
Every day he looks amazing. He looks better now than before Ugas.
It's not like clip. It's really.
No, it's real. It's an hour worth. It's not highlights.
I'm hoping.
This isn't just fandom. It's a full-blown Manny Pacquiao devotion arc. He admitted, I don't want to see him lose to a guy that's on his path before snapping right back into believer mode. He's not going to lose. That's what I hope.
The thing about that was my guy growing up. I love Pacquiao. That was my man.
He's the best.
I don't want to see him lose to a guy that's in his prime. You know what I mean? I don't know what's.
He's not gonna lose.
It felt like part love letter, part nervous energy. A perfect blend of nostalgia, belief, and hope for one last Manny miracle. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather sat down with Kevin Hart. And when asked if any fighter ever made him question his legacy, Floyd dodged the question smoother than prime Roy Jones Jr. Still, he kept it real, admitting that by round 3 or 4, he'd sometimes think, tonight's going to be a rough one.
Did a fighter ever make you feel like, oh, my legacy is in jeopardy?
No, but I've been in a fight. I get like in the 3rd or 4th round, like, tonight gonna be a rough night.
Okay.
One of the best fighters I've faced was Manny Pacquiao.
Even the best ever had nights where staying undefeated meant digging deep. Then came the name drop, Manny Pacquiao. Floyd called him a future Hall of Famer and one of the toughest opponents he ever faced. Kevin Hart leaned in like he was catching family gossip at a backyard BBQ. What is it about Manny, man? But Floyd didn't flinch. He just doesn't stop coming, he said, like a toddler on sugar or an iOS update. Relentless and just a little terrifying.
He's a future Hall of Famer.
What the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance. I just want to say this to the world. It's amazing how a fighter can come from, I think, 108 all the way to 154 and knock out all these guys.
Floyd broke it down like a masterclass. I keep my distance. He's real short. I just keep turning him. Keep turning. In other words, he spun Manny like a DJ on New Year's Eve. Then came the gem. Short people can punch. Somewhere, hobbits just earned street cred. Classic Floyd. Smart, slick, and savage. He gave props the only way he knows how, with precision, praise, and just the right amount of roast.
He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep turning him, keep turning him.
Yeah, but I think there's, height. doesn't mean anything because, you know, short people kick back.
Timothy Bradley didn't sugarcoat it. It has to be financial. Any fighter coming back, especially someone like Pacquiao, it's about the money. Translation? Manny's chasing checks, not memories. Still, Bradley gave credit where it's due. Pacquiao's C game is better than most fighters' A game. Even with one glove tied behind his back, he's a problem. But Bradley didn't overlook Barrios either, warning that the young champ is no pushover.
Well, obviously, you know, it has to be pertaining to any kind of money. You know, it has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money.
He's young, he's bigger, and he knows how to control distance. In other words, if Manny blinks, Barrios might charge him rent just for standing in the ring. Then came the cold truth. Sometimes these aging legends have to take a beating before they finally walk away. Brutal. Less of a prediction, more of a warning. But Chris Mannix sees a different outcome. I actually think Pacquiao can beat Barrios, he said. I watched Barrios versus Maidana and wasn't impressed. Mannix basically described it as mid-tier sparring with theme music. He added, Barrios swells up fast. Maidana didn't even land clean, but still did damage. Pacquiao's going to land.
I actually think he can beat Barrios. Like, maybe it's recency bias. I saw that fight. That Barrios-Fabian Maidana fight that was on the Canelo undercard.
Yeah.
I wasn't all that impressed with Barrios there.
Really?
I think, Tim, when he gets hit, his face swells up pretty quickly. And yeah. I think Pacquiao's going to hit him in the face. I mean, Maidana didn't hit him much with many clean shots.
Translation. Barrios better show up to the weigh-in with ice packs. Then Mannix dropped the mic. Barrios is the most beatable welterweight out there. Stay far away from Boots. And he's not wrong. Boots doesn't just box. He deletes people.
Boots, I think he stays far, far away from Boots. But I think Barrios is at least theoretically winnable.
Stephen A. Smith didn't just hand out praise. He rolled out the red carpet, lit the fireworks, and gave Manny Pacquiao a standing ovation. He called him one of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. But this wasn't just about titles or knockouts. Stephen admired how Pacquiao carried himself, both inside the ring and out. He never ran from anybody, he said. And let's be real, that's rare in boxing, where some champions treat tough opponents like they're contagious.
Thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth.
Manny didn't just fight everyone. He treated the sport like sacred ground. Then Stephen A. delivered the haymaker. He's one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on planet Earth. He talked about how, in the Philippines, people line the streets just hoping Pacquiao might lend a hand. His generosity, it's practically a national currency. He's a giver, Stephen said, noting that Manny's finances often took a hit because of how much he gave away. Bottom line, Pacquiao isn't just a living legend. He's boxing's gold standard in both gloves and heart.
Say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm a miss him.
Greg Hackett didn't just share his thoughts. He threw verbal combinations. When it came to Manny Pacquiao, he called it like it is. A legend, a calculated fighter, and a straight-up businessman. He wants to steal as much as he can steal, Hackett said. And no, that wasn't shade. That was strategy. Manny's not chasing belts anymore. He's chasing bags, legacy-sized ones.
I was 45 years old. What'd you think of that fight?
Sound like Pacquiao trying to hit a lick, you know what I mean? But Pacquiao not Pacquiao no more.
So, what do you think? Will the legend rise from the ashes like a boxing phoenix? Or will the young lion defend his throne with a punishing welcome? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're feeling the heat, smash that like button, share it with your fight crew, and subscribe for more hard-hitting boxing content every week.